Hello, hello, hello. How are you guys doing this evening? Well, it is 4:10 a.m. and I just woke up and it is freezing outside. It is 36 degrees. We were supposed to go to this Hannah's Haunted Acres thing tonight, but we didn't end up going. I'll tell you about that in just a second. But anyway, I was looking, I was Googling before I left the next full moon, because the moon is like so bright tonight and full, but I guess it's on the 13th, which will be Sunday night. And it's a hunter's moon, it said. And I am listening to my new book. I finally finished my friend Anna last night. I ended up giving it 4 stars, you guys. I don't know. I kind of felt bad for the girl at the end. And then I was like, the book was interesting. It wasn't bad. I will say, like, the last half was definitely more interesting to me than the first half. And I found myself, like, watching every video about every interview that occurred about this whole situation. So, I don't know. I guess I was a little bit more interested in it than I thought. I mean, that girl was such a con. She was so smart at what she was doing. I didn't even at one point really understand what she did to get the money. She, like, went to one bank. She had, like, invented all of these, like, fake personalities. These, not for herself, but, well, I mean, for herself too, but these fake people that were, like, financial advisors. And then she basically had faked this entire portfolio that made it look like she had $60 million. And then she came to this one bank asking to borrow $22 million. Asking to borrow $22 million to start this foundation. And then they said if she could get $100,000 up front to cost them, like, the processing fees and whatever, that they would probably give her the loan. And so she went to another bank, and which is like a prominent financial bank. Financial bank, but like a bank that, like, people that use, like, financial loans and, like, big loans like this use. And so she went to them for $100,000, and they loaned her the $100,000, which she put down towards the loan. And then they didn't end up giving her the loan. So she got back, like, $45,000, which is what she lived off of for a while. So these banks hadn't, like, crossed wires yet and figured out what was going on. And then because she, like, had all these huge investments, appeared investments on paper, like, all these hotels would, like, just basically give her free credit for 30 days. And she's continued to do this over and over and over again to these hotels. So she would stay in this hotel for high-end hotels, okay, for 30 days. And then this one for 30 days. And then when they would finally kick her out, she'd move to the next one. There was, like, no communication between any of these hotels. And then she took this girl that wrote the book for, I think it was, like, $62,000 or $67,000. It was just unbelievable to me. And even the judge, like, I watched this interview, well, I watched this footage, and then it had, like, an interview, or maybe that one wasn't the interview, but at the end of it, I watched this footage, of her, like, getting her sentence, of which her apology, she looked at the judge and she said, I apologize for my mistakes. That was all she said. And then, the judge said it was really sad. She was like, you're such a smart girl that you really could have used this for, strength, and you probably could have done what you probably could have got this money and started this foundation and been an asset to New York City on your own. Like, you didn't need to con people and fake all this kind of stuff. And it made you kind of wonder, like, if she really did, because, she would have gone to them and said, I don't really have this money, but this is what I want to do. I don't know. They probably wouldn't have loaned her the money, but it was, like, the whole thing was so interesting to me. And then it kind of made me wonder, like, if, I've ever come across, like, cons like that in my life, of people that, didn't really, like, weren't, do you know what I mean? Like, people that say that they, like, apparently look like they're worth a certain amount of money, but, like, on paper versus, like, in reality. I don't know. So I gave it 4 stars. It was more interesting than I thought it, like, was at the beginning, and I really liked it. And then I started Welcome to Adamsville by Francesca Zappia, which I've been waiting to start, and I actually put it on my Spookathon TBR. Spookathon doesn't start until Sunday. I put my Spookathon TBR up today, and I was real excited about that. I'm really excited about starting Spookathon on Sunday. And Books and Lala Kayla, she commented on my video. She was like, thank you for always being so supportive of Spookathon. Anyway, I'm real excited about that. But I was like, I'm going to start this book anyway, even though it's not till Sunday, because I always do horrible at readathons anyway. So it's not like I'm going to, you know, finish all of the... That guy was like walking down Major Street in the middle of the night, weaving. But anyway, so I thought I'm just going to start it down. But it's about this girl that lives in Adamsville, Indiana, and she is a kind of like a ghost hunter. It's interesting. It's very good. But it's very fun, too. It's like a young adult novel. And Francesca Zappia is from Indianapolis, and I'm loving it so far. So I'm currently 46 minutes into it. I started it last night, like right before I went to bed. And then I got up today, and I went and got my coffee. And then I reviewed the, it's cold now, but it's still delicious, the Oreo hot chocolate from Dunkin' Donuts. It's right here. It's pretty full. Maybe it's not so good late at night. Anyway. And then, what did I do after that? I had to go pick up PB's medicine again. His pickup... Like, he'll run out of medicine, and then 3 days later run out of another medicine. It's like, we're just not organized enough to, like, know to call him in all at the same time. So I went and picked up his medicine, and then, what else did I do? Ran a couple other errands, talked to Melissa on the phone, because we were supposed to do this haunted thing tonight, but it started pouring down rain at like 3 o'clock in the afternoon. And I was like, are you guys still planning on doing this thing tonight? And I was like, have you talked to Alex and whatever? And she was like, yeah, we're supposed to go tonight with our friends, Aaron and Eric. Like, we were all supposed to, Aaron and Eric are good friends of ours too, and we were all supposed to go. I actually hooked up Aaron and Eric, and many, many moons ago, and now they're married. But anyway, I used to work with Eric, and when I worked in treatment, and then she was at a conference, and he was, like, speaking at the conference, and so she saw that, like, she looked him up and saw that we were, like, both friends, and so she, like, I'll never forget the day, she texted me, and she's like, how do you know Eric? And I was like, oh, I used to work with him, he's a really nice guy, and so anyway... And then, so, she was like, well, do you know him well enough to ask, like, if he's single or whatever? And so, like, I messaged him, and I was like, hey, a friend of mine was at the and he, like, knew exactly who she was. He was like, oh, did she have on a such and such thing? So I'm, like, texting her. I'm like, did you have on such and such? And she's like, yeah, why? And I was like, he knows exactly who you were. And she got real excited. And so then I said, just friend him on Facebook or whatever and send him a message. And so she did. And then, like, he didn't respond to her because he was nervous. So then I had to, like, message him and be like, dude, you have to, like, respond to her. Like, she's waiting for you. And then she was kind of like, she would message him, and then it would take him like a day to respond because he was so nervous. And she almost was just kind of like done with it. She's like, she was like, we were talking one time, she's like, he doesn't even respond to me, he has no game, I'm so over it. And now they're married, and they're like so happy, and they're just like the coolest couple. So anyway, but they were supposed to go tonight, and Aaron didn't feel good. Aaron's the one that was in my vlog that I did the Fox Hollow Farms, which tonight at dinner we were talking about because Jason was asking me, he was like, what's your most viewed vlog that you've ever had? And I said, well, I think it's the intro to my channel. I said, but Fox Hollow Farms, the original Fox Hollow Farms vlog when I went out there with Melissa and Aaron, I said that vlog has gotten a lot of views too. So it might be second or third, but... And he was like, the vlog with Melissa in it has like, it's like the second or third most viewed vlog. And I said, yeah, I think but I think the one that has the most is like the intro. Because it's like the first one when you go to my vlog. So I actually looked it up when we were at dinner tonight. Okay, the Fox Hollow Farms vlog is the most viewed vlog on my channel. It has 30,000 views. I could not believe it. And then the next one is the intro. And then the third one is, shopping with my best friend or hanging out with my best friend. That's with Tanya Jean. And then the 4th most viewed one is late night shopping with my best friend. And that's the other one with Tanya Jean. So, I guess we need to do another video. I'll have to ask Tanya if she'll do another late night shopping video at the Meyer. She might be willing to do that. So yeah, so that was that. And today I ran those errands, and then it started pouring down rain, and I was like, okay, so this thing that we were supposed to go to tonight was, they had like a haunted house, but then they also had like a haunted hayride and like a corn maze, and Melissa was like, it's really fun. It's like they chase you with with what do you call it? Chainsaws and stuff. And I was like, oh, okay, thrill. I don't really love that kind of stuff. I like jump scares. Like if I'm watching a movie, it's one thing. But if I'm like jump scares in real life, like when somebody's like, ah, like that, I don't like it. Like it makes, I literally come out of my skin. So I'm not great with that stuff. I think I brought one of my new chapsticks. I ordered, oh my God. Okay, so here it is. Coffee caffeinated lip balm. I got this from Treat Beauty. I did a review. Let me just tell you how fantastic it is, okay? So Frank sent me, if you guys watch my vlog, Frank sent me bottle of cologne and the Starbucks mug or cups like this, one for me, one for Alex, and then one for Tanya. He sent me some really nice stuff. And then he also sent me a couple of these Treat lip balms, which are fantastic. I actually think I like these better than the ones that these Chubby Chap, but it's a close tie. They have different flavors. So the Chubby Chap has like more natural, earthy flavors, and the Treat Beauty lip balms, they have like wedding cake and stuff like that. I just got 4 more in the mail, and I think they're more expensive too. Their website is absolutely beautiful. Well, Frank, and that was the one that Melissa had wanted me to review on my channel. So Frank sent me a bunch of the lip balms, so then I reviewed them for a video on my review channel, and I mentioned Frank in the video, and the owner of Treat Beauty reached out to me, and she gave me like a gift credit on my website of quite a bit of money to use on the website. Okay, quite a bit of money. And she also gave Frank one too. And I was like, oh my God, this is so nice. She gave us each like a credit, like a really nice, I'm not talking about one lip balm, I'm talking a really nice credit. So I've actually had that for like a month and I hadn't used it. And Melissa wanted a marshmallow one, and I was waiting for her to give me which one she wanted. And so I ordered this one, and this is a coffee caffeinated lip balm, and it literally smells like a cup of coffee. It is so fantastic. So I'm gonna order a couple more of those, and then I think I'm gonna do another review of them. I might do it with Melissa because she loves them so much. So that was very cool. So anyway, then I came home today and I reviewed, no, I already did my review. I did my review of the hot chocolate while I was gone. I came home and I filmed videos on all my channels. I filmed like a 20-minute Peterisms video, that I forgot to post. I just looked, and I was like looking it up. I was going through all my channels before I left because I was waiting because Pee-Pee was wanting to eat, and so I put down the rest of his food, but Boo and Tucker were like, well, Tucker was running down, and he was like looking in the kitchen to see if Pee-Pee had finished it yet, and so I just sit right there and wait while Pee-Pee ate, so that Tucker wouldn't eat his food. And so I was going through my channels, and I was like, I never posted my Peterisms video. I was like, oh, damn it. So, I don't know why. I had it all completely ready to go, but at least I can post it on Saturday now. So I filmed the Peterisms video. It's long. I read 3 meditations on there, and then I filmed a video for my drama channel about James Charles, because we were going to go out to dinner. I talked to Melissa. Oh, this is what happened. So Erin didn't feel well today. So she was like, can we postpone the Hannah's Haunted Acres thing? So Melissa was like, yeah, sure. And she didn't want to do anything. But Melissa still wanted to do something. Even though Erin and Eric were like kind of out. They didn't want to do anything. So, oh, look, there's a Dunkin' Donuts right there. I didn't even know that. And a Starbucks right over here. So Melissa was like, well, do you still want to do something? And I was like, yeah, what do you want to do? And she's like, well, there's this haunted house and that haunted house. And I was like, gal, I said, Alex will go with you to the haunted houses, but I don't like haunted houses. Like, I was just going to go for the hayride and the corn maze. And she was like, oh, yeah, that's right. Like, you don't like haunted houses. And I said, I'll go. But I said, I just don't want to, like, drive there and then sit in line for a half an hour and just wait while you guys go through it. Like, that's not a lot of fun for me. And she was like, oh, no, I totally understand. She's like, well, we can go another night. She's like, or why don't we go out to dinner? And then if Alex and I want to go afterwards, we can. And I said, okay, that sounds great. Because Jason didn't really want to go to the haunted houses either. So we decided to meet at 8 o'clock. We went to Basbo's Pizza. It was pouring down rain. It was nasty and cold and rainy out tonight, but it was kind of a fun fall evening. And, like, I wear shorts way into, like, October, November. I have them on. I have shorts on right now. And Melissa even was like, do you have shorts on? And I was like, yeah, like, because I just want to be comfortable, right? I was cold tonight. I'm usually not cold, but I was cold tonight. So we went to dinner. We went to Basbo's. I got a salad and a Popeye. A Popeye is, it's like this baguette of bread, and then they put, like, cream cheese on it, and then mushrooms and spinach and onions, red onions. It's delicious. And then you dip it in this, like, it's not like ranch. It looks like ranch, but it's this cucumber dressing. It's delicious. And then it comes with chips. But I was really craving pizza, you guys, and Basbo's Pizza is what it's called. And they have this pizza called the Quattro Formaggio, but it has bacon on it. And it has these big clumps of, like, ricotta cheese. And every time I used to go to Basbo's, I would get a Quattro Formaggio. And I have been, like, ever since Melissa and I were talking about it today, going to Basbo's, I have been craving a Quattro Formaggio. And I don't usually when we go there. So I ordered a 12-inch Quattro Formaggio with no bacon to go. I took it home for the fridge to eat over the weekend. And Alex got a large cheese pizza. He got like a 16-inch, so he brought home the majority of that. So now we have pizza to munch on for the whole weekend. And then afterwards, Melissa was like, we're going to get cookies, aren't we? Because we always go to Insomnia Cookies. Insomnia Cookies, if you guys don't have it, I don't know, but, like, I don't know if they're local or not, but they deliver. So, like, that's what makes them famous. And they also come hot in a pizza box. Jason and Alex were really tired at that point, and they didn't want cookies, but Melissa and I went and we got cookies. Here's my Insomnia cookie. I should do a review of Insomnia cookies. So I don't know what one this one. Oh, this is the peanut butter. This is what I have left. I got peanut butter and white chip macadamia. It's kind of like a mukbang. But it was fun. The place was packed. It's like this little store restaurant when you go in. And it was packed. I couldn't believe it. So Melissa and I got our cookies. And we stood there and ate and talked. And then Alex had mentioned going over to their house afterwards to watch scary movies. And Melissa was like, you guys can come over. She was like, I don't know if Jason can make it. Jason was like, I'm dead tired. I've got to go sleep. And when I got back from getting cookies, Alex was just as tired. And Alex and I talked about going to a movie, but we didn't want to really deal with the crowds tonight, so we might go see a movie on Sunday. Melissa and Jason just went and saw The Joker. Everyone in my life has told us that we have to see The Joker, that The Joker is incredible. Melissa was like, if Joaquin Phoenix does not win an Oscar for The Joker, She was like, I have no idea. She was like, it is such a fantastic movie. And I was like, well, it's not really about the whole Batman thing, is it, or whatever? And she was like, no, Batman doesn't really come out until the very end. They just could not say enough good about the Joker. My friend Valerie, she said the Joker was incredible too. So Alex and I really want to see the Joker. We might go on a Sunday to see it. So we came home. I talked to Tanya on the phone. She asked me if I wanted to get a fountain pop, and I was like, I am really, really tired. I want to just like lay down for a little bit. So, by that point, Alex was upstairs. I thought he was going to watch TV or something, but he literally let the dogs out, came upstairs, and was already in bed by the time that I got upstairs after talking to Tanya. And he was like on his phone, and I was like, and it was like 9:45 or 10, and I was like, are you going to bed already? And he was like, yeah, I'm exhausted. I was like, really? He's like, yeah, I'm exhausted. And I said, okay. So I stood there and talked to him for a little bit, and I'm now trying to take stuff from my closet. Oh, this is one of the things I did today too. I went through an entire section of my jeans, and I went through, I kept like 6 or 8 pairs of jeans, 6 pairs of jeans, I bet. And I got rid of, I'm not even lying to you guys, like 25, 30 pairs of jeans. And I have a whole nother section of jeans to go through. So I did that. And then I started taking clothes that I had in the corner that I've purchased over like the last 6 months. And I've started putting them into the closet. So like as I'm cleaning it up and going and getting rid of stuff, I'm putting like the new stuff back in the closet. I am feeling so good about cleaning out this closet. Like, I can't even begin to tell you. I'm crossing the bridge. This is where I grew up out here. I don't know if you can even see it. See? The lake. Come here. I'm going over the lake right now. But, I'm feeling like so good about cleaning out this closet, and I just kind of like can't get enough of doing it. And like today I was looking for like shoe racks. Now, you know I don't believe in those shoe racks because I reviewed them for my review channel and I don't really love them. But I was like, there's got to be some shoe rack. I was looking on Amazon because I was like, I could go to the Container Store, but the Container Store is so expensive. I think I might go to the Container Store just to see what ideas they have. And then once I get everything cleaned out of my closet, then go back in and purchase some things off of Amazon, because on Amazon they have a lot of organizers that are rather inexpensive. And then like really organize my closet. But it's making me feel really like, it's very therapeutic and like cathartic for me to like get rid of all this stuff. And I don't know what it is right now, but like I have like, I hated that Marie Kondo book. What's it called? The Magical Art of Cleaning Up or whatever. Alex loved that book. I didn't really like it. But one of the things that she did say in there that I really liked was like holding up something that you have and asking yourself if you have an emotional attachment to it, and if you don't, like getting rid of it. And like I do find myself doing that, not on everything, but when it's something like this is gonna sound so corny, okay? But like, oh, it's gonna stop, hold on. Like, this is gonna sound so corny, but when my ex and I broke up, and I have lost so much weight, I went from like what I am now to like 170 in the course of about 2 months, you guys. Like, I really, really lost weight quick. I was working out every single day, a hardcore, and I just lost a lot of weight really quick. And so I started like wearing different clothes, and I like went out and I was shopping a lot. And I remember, like, I wasn't wearing like, I've always loved style and stuff like that. Now, you guys bear with me, okay? Because this was at the time, okay? What was popular at the time. But I remember I had this one friend of mine. She, I would say, had a little bit higher finances than I did to be buying things like this. But anyway, she was like, you have to get a pair of True Religions. And I was like, what? And at that time, I would wear like, I would get diesel jeans that were like on clearance, or like 7s and stuff like that. Like, I liked nice jeans, but like, if I were gonna buy one pair of nice jeans, like $100 would be about what I would buy, maybe 120. I actually have so many pairs of Levi's today when I was going through my jeans, because I used to go to thrift stores all the time and I would buy jeans, so a lot of these jeans are like thrift store jeans. But anyway, I have like 6 pairs of Abercrombie jeans and like 3 pairs of cords and 2 khakis, and from Abercrombie from back in the day when I worked like in treatment every day. I was like, I have not worn these pants since literally before I was 30. Like, why am I still, well, maybe 33, 32. I'm like, why am I holding on to these? Like, they were the first ones to get that went. It's one pair of cords I love so much. I did have a hard time giving those up. But anyway, they're like these blue cords from Abercrombie. I used to wear them all the time. But I held up these True Religions. Now, I'm not somebody that, even if I was in shape today and I fit into these 30, I think they're 32s, 32 or 34 True Religions, that I would wear them probably right now. I just, like, that's just not my style. I'm definitely more of like a straight jean, a tighter jean that kind of just like goes to the bottom. Like, I don't love that big. Like, so many of my jeans that I have were like boot cut, because I used to wear boot cut jeans, but I don't wear them anymore. Can we just talk to you guys about, do you see this right here? Do you see how high that cornfield is? Look at that. What would you do if somebody came if somebody came running out of there right now? The corn is as high as an elephant's eye. I always scare myself. Better lock the door, especially as I'm pulling around in this church parking lot. Did you ever see that movie, Children of the Corn? Oh my God, I have to watch that movie. That is such a scary movie. But like, I picked up these True Religions, and I don't know what it was. I don't know if it was just that it reminded me of that period of my life. You know, or of being thinner. I don't really think it was the being thinner part. I think it just was like, how do I get out of here? You know, I was out of this relationship and I was single and I felt like free and I was discovering new things, and it really reminded me of like that period of my life, like when I was holding these jeans. And I had a really hard time giving those up. Trunk or treat, October 31st. So anyway, I know that's stupid, but and then I was kind of like, should I hold on to them? Because they're expensive jeans anyway. And what if they come back in style in like 3 years? And I went, oh, what is going on? What if they come back in style in like 3 years? And then I'm like, I wish I had those True Religions. You know what I mean? Do you ever think that way? Any of my jeans that were a little nicer, that were something that I would maybe wear, I saved. And then what I'm doing is, the back end of my closet is all like my motivation stuff. So it's like that hanging rack of clothes, which is small, and then what's gonna go on top of it, which is gonna be like the jeans and like sweatshirts and stuff. That's stuff that like I wanna keep, that I can move over into the main part of the closet, but that doesn't currently fit. So that's gonna go over there, and then where my t-shirts and stuff are, and then the middle hanging clothes and the 2 racks on top of that, and the racks on top of the other thing. Well, not racks, but you know, shelves. That's where the stuff that I'm like currently can wear is gonna go. And then I have tons of room to buy new shoes, so I can go buy new shoes tonight. And so tonight I was talking to Melissa, because I still have all of the bags of the clothes, and the shoes I got rid of already, but she was like, where are you gonna donate it? Because you know Melissa's all about all that kind of stuff. And I said, I really hadn't thought about it. There is a recovery halfway house here in Indianapolis that I, you know, was gonna maybe donate some stuff to, and Melissa was like, oh, you should donate it, because there's like an organization that she works with, and she's like, they always need clothes. And I was like, okay, that's what I'll do. So I'm gonna donate that stuff. And then I don't know what else. Oh, I worked on that tonight. Oh, so then I laid down. I was like, I wasn't going to. Alex fell asleep at some point and turned off the bedroom light. So I came out and he was like all cozy into the sheets sheets and big blanket, puffy blanket with the dogs. And I was like, I think I'm just going to lay down for like a half an hour. And that was at like, it was still early, like 11:30. Oh, it wasn't even that late. I don't know what time it was. We got home at like, well, he was in bed by 10, so not any later than that. So this would have been like 10:30. So I laid down and I fell asleep in my jean shorts and my sweatshirt, which I like never do. And so like I got up, like I woke up like a half an hour later because Boo Radley was like moving a lot in the bed. And so I like took off my sweatshirt and stuff, and then I got back into bed, and then I was of course so comfortable. And so I completely fell asleep. I was like laying there and I was like, you're gonna fall asleep, and you didn't set an alarm, and you're gonna sleep into the morning, and then you're not gonna have your vlog done. And I was like, but I'm so comfortable, I'm so tired, you'll get up, you'll be just fine. And then I woke up and it was like 3 something, and I was like, oh my god, I gotta go vlog. This house right here is so beautiful from the lake. It's so modern. It looks like something you would see in like Beverly Hills Cop movie or something like that. I think some football player used to live there. Some Colts player. So yeah, that was my night. We had a good night. We had fun. And I guess we're gonna do the Hannah's Haunted Acres another night. It was a good day. And then Alex was going to do this walk tomorrow for Alzheimer's, but I guess he's not doing that, he said. I think his friend she had like a conflict and she can't do it now or something. And then, I don't know what else we have planned for the weekend. I don't think much. I don't think he has anything planned. Probably just relax and eat pizza all weekend. And I'm not mad about it. I feel like we have something Sunday. Oh, I keep on forgetting that I have the live stream on Sunday. So the live stream on Sunday. And then I don't know what else. Well, I haven't watched the Shane Dawson episode. I'll probably try to watch it tonight before I go to bed. Although it's like an hour, isn't it? Every other episode, every other season, not season, but like series that he's done, he's released at like 12 Pacific Standard Time, which is 3 Indianapolis time. But now he's releasing them at 3 Pacific Standard Time, which is 6 Eastern Standard Time for me. And so by the time I watch it, if I don't start watching it right at 6 p.m., like let's say if I even watch it like an hour later, that's 7 p.m., so then I watch it, it's 8 p.m., and if I film my reaction, it's 9 or 10. And so, like this time I was like, I thought I would watch it and just like kind of sit on it and really think about it for a little bit of what I thought about the episode. Unlike the other 2 episodes, so I haven't seen a lot on Twitter about it. Like a lot of people are saying this is like the best episode, this is my favorite, blah blah blah, whatever. But I haven't seen tons of stuff about it, so I don't know. I do know that it talks about Jeffree Star's warehouse being robbed, and oh look, that little water fountain is so pretty, and some other stuff, but I don't know. I'm gonna check it out. And I'll make that video tomorrow, and then I have my Peterson's video already done, which I wanted to get back into the realm. The reason why that upsets me that I didn't post it was because the last couple of days I've been like running late getting stuff done that I wanted to get done. I talked about it actually in my Peterson's video today. So I wanted to get back into posting every day on that channel. And then the one video that I forget to post is that video. So if you didn't watch my booktubeathon, or my spookathon TBR, my booktube channel, the books that I am reading for next week, fingers crossed that I get more than 2 of them done, that I even get 1 of them done. I'm starting early, okay? So you would think that I would have enough time to get at least 1 book done. I'm reading The Chain, which looks really, really good. It's about this couple. Well, it just says imagine, so it speaks to you as if like you're the character on the book, on the back of it. But it's about like a couple that gets their child kidnapped, but they have to kidnap another child so that they can get their child back. And if the couple after them, whose child they kidnapped, if they don't kidnap a child, or if the couple after them doesn't kidnap a child, then their child is killed. And they're part of the chain. And my battery is about to die, but I did bring the other battery, I think. I always grab everything as I'm like walking out the door. Doesn't that sound good? So I'm reading that, and then I'm reading Now Entering Adamsville. I swear if I don't have this battery, I'm gonna be really upset, you guys. No, I do, it's right here. I don't know how charged it is, so it may not be that charged. So I gotta pull in somewhere to put this battery in there. And then I'm reading Pumpkinheads by Rainbow Rowell, which is a graphic novel. Hold on a second. Okay, give me a second. I'm gonna change the battery and then I will be right back. Okay, I'm back. I think I had the camera and the jelly bean bag or whatever it's called. Bean bag, the jelly bean bag. The bean bag, I think I had it backwards in there. I'm gonna throw this stuff away really quick. Okay. What is going on with this bag tonight? I have got to figure out how to use that like GoPro camera that Alex got me. He said he was going to help me with it this weekend. He says it every weekend. I just need to bring it out to the car and practice with it is what I need to do. I think part of the thing is that, like, I'm afraid that when I look at it, I won't know, like, if I'm looking at it or not. But Alex is like, well, if you situate it on your windshield, that it's pointed right at you, like the Kardashians, he was like, then you'll always know exactly where it's pointed, right? Well, if I'm sitting in the chair over here, though, what if it doesn't have, you know? He was like, well, we'll fix it so it'll be, like, exactly like that. And then another weekend goes by, and I'm like, I still haven't put it in my car yet. And he was like, oh, well, we'll get to it. So I'm just not great with that kind of stuff. So I'm reading, okay, so let me go through the books that I'm reading for my BookTube Spookathon TBR, which you should still go watch my video. But I'm reading, The Chain. That's the thriller that I'm reading. And then, a book with red on the cover. I am reading Hocus Pocus and the sequel, which I was supposed to read last year as well. So it's like the movie, but it's the book and the sequel. And then, that's by like Disney Books. And then, book set in a spooky setting is Now Entering Adamsville, because that's like a ghost town. I think that's the one I did for that. Yeah, because it's like a ghost town. That's what I said. It takes place in a spooky town in Indiana. And then a book with a scary word in the title. I picked, what do you call it? I just realized as I'm talking about this that I forgot to link Books and Lala's video about Spookathon. I'm gonna have to do that when I get home. I totally forgot. And she even commented on the video, which was sweet of her. Book with a scary word in the title. I'm reading Kill Creek by Scott Thomas, which just takes place on Halloween night, and it's supposed to be really, really good. And then a book that's that I typically wouldn't read, I'm reading Pumpkinheads, which is a graphic novel by Rainbow Rowell, who is like one of my all-time favorite authors. And I'm so excited about reading that book. So yeah, I have some really great picks of things to read for Spookathon, and I hope I actually dedicate some time. I was really excited because the last couple days it's been warm enough outside that I could like sit outside and read late at night. And I looked, and it's supposed to be freezing cold all next week outside in the evening. So I'm like, oh great. So I'm gonna get a nightlight out and have it for like the couch off to the kitchen, and then maybe I'll just like sit there and read and stuff. We'll see. I also could go into my office and read. I used to do that sometimes, but because I have like a TV and a VCR in there and a bunch of movies, I always tend to just like put movies on instead. I'm actually thinking about turning part of my office into, because right now I'm just like kind of using it for writing and whatever, and my rent is low in there and I don't want to give it up because it's such a prime spot and I'm like at a fixed rate that I'm afraid if like down the road I want to have like a space to go to, then I'll have to like find something all over again. And it's really super low what I pay, and I have fantastic space. And my landlords are awesome, and they knew my aunt and uncle and my mom, so they're just really great with me. And but I'm thinking about turning like one of the rooms into like a review, like for products, like not like food, but like for products, like a review filming room, and like having certain lights on it so I could film right down on the table, you know, and have a camera like shot right down at the table. And then I'm thinking, so like I could have a camera like in a thing, and then I could show like my hands opening things. Does that make sense? And then I could cut to like those products. And then I'm thinking about the other part of this room I would just use as like a studio to film like drama videos and stuff like that. So if stuff like happened like in the middle of the night, I could go over there like if I wasn't tired, and I could film videos and whatever, you know. So I'm kind of thinking about doing that. I've been thinking about doing that for a while, and then I thought that my old ring light was completely busted, but Alex was using it for a picture the other day. The cord was broken, and he used the new cord to this is not where I wanted to turn around. He used the new cord for my new ring light for the old ring light, and I tried to do that, and that wouldn't work. Where am I? Did I already pass where I usually turn around, or am I going past it? My nose is driving me crazy all of a sudden. I don't know what it is. I'm like not to the point where I usually turn around, or I've passed it by or something, because this is weird. Like, I don't know why I think I'm not there yet. This is crazy. I literally come down here all the time. There's like 4 routes that I take when I drive, and this is one of them. If you know Indianapolis, I'm like in Oaklandon right now by Whiskey Business, and then I go through like the what do you call it? I must have passed it completely by you guys and didn't even notice. That is so crazy. I did. I completely passed it by. I was like, all of a sudden, like, why am I all the way down here? I completely passed by where I usually go. Yep. That is weird. All of a sudden I looked up and I'm like, where am I at? I'm like by this Kroger, and I was into talking. See what happens when I talk about books? I get like so sidetracked that I don't even know what's going on. My whole car smells like coffee now because of this coffee chapstick, which is fantastic. I don't think I maybe need 4 or 5 chapsticks. Do you think I do? In this bag, I don't think that I do. Yeah, so And I went way far down than I usually do. But I have to tell you what's interesting is that there is this hotel over here. Oh, shoot. God, that hasn't happened forever. That hasn't happened. Oh, my God. And now my camera, the back of it is... You guys can't see it, but I can from my end. Okay, well, I'm going to have to tighten it up. Let me pull into this Kohl's parking lot right here. So I'm going to show you guys this. So for those of you that haven't seen, my screen is upside down right now, by the way. But this is the thing that it fits into. See? So I put it in there, and then this just sits on the dashboard. It's like perfect. I think it's made for your phone, but... I wonder why that happened. That's weird. I even have it on this Jeep thing that's like plastic that somebody sent me. Okay. Yeah. Okay, what's weird is that there's this hotel down here, right? And I've always thought it looked really cute to go like stay there. And it's like a Motel 6 or it's like a chain, you know, like, but it's like famous from like the old historic roads. But what's interesting about it is when you drive by it, it's like one of those hotels that's like all in like a row. Do you guys know what I'm talking about? Like it doesn't look like any hotel that you would ever want to like really stay at, and it kind of looks a little spooky, scary. But apparently it's like this historic hotel. It is packed every single night, you guys. Like every night that I come by here, it's packed. I can't believe it. I can't believe that I drove right by all that stuff and didn't even realize it. That's so crazy. The leaves are changing in Indiana already. I mean, I guess with 30-degree weather, it's 35 right now, but they would. I'm going to tell you what this hotel is in a second because we're about to pass it. It kind of just all of a sudden comes up out of the blue too. It's like in this residential area, it's by houses. And then all of a sudden you just like look up and there it is. Because when I'm coming this way, I pass, well, I don't usually go this far anymore. But when I would back in the day, I would pass it. And I looked it up one night online and because I thought, here it is. I thought, oh, this is going to be really, really a cool hotel. Here it is. I'm going to show you guys. It says the route, wait, here it is. Do you see this? Historic Hotel 67, no vacancy. And here it is. Whirlpool Suites, our rooms are unbelievable. Motel 67. I looked up their rooms. The rooms are not unbelievable. But I think that's kind of cool. That's like a historic hotel, don't you know? I'm running low on gas. I mean, not real low, but I need to get gas here probably tonight or tomorrow. Yeah, I all of a sudden was like driving up and I was like, oh my God, here's this family leisure. Like, how did I get here? Like, I must have completely... Now, this is when I realized I had gone too far, okay? Now, I'm gonna show you how crazy, like, far extra I went. And I didn't even... Oh, there's Whiskey Business. I didn't go that far at all. Well, what? It's changed that I didn't realize. That's weird. That's where I always go and turn. Well, why did it look different to me tonight? I don't know. I'm losing my mind. I don't know why it looked different to me tonight. I think because I was looking over there instead of like to the left, and I usually look to the left and then turn in front and go around there. I don't know. I'm losing it. this area is so adorable, and people really, really, like, that house is so decorated for Halloween. Like, every window, the yard, everything. And I love that in this neighborhood, people get really excited. This is like one of the neighborhoods that people get really excited about dressing or decorating for Halloween. And then Irvington is another area. And Irvington is kind of a historic area of Indianapolis. And the houses are like these little adorable houses, but some of them are extremely expensive. And but they just have so much charm and character to them, and big mature trees. I love that area. I love, love, love that area. And they have a big Halloween parade and festival. We're going to go to that this year. And it's just really cool. It's a really cute area. They have a lot of little, like, rare bookstores and all kinds of stuff. So if you're ever in Indianapolis and you want to check out like a little historic area, you should definitely check out Irvington. It's really cute. You can like walk around, and there's like thrift stores and all kinds of stuff. I'm trying to figure out how long I've been vlogging for. I think I've been vlogging for almost, I think like probably 10 minutes short of an hour. Because I do want to listen to this book and head on home. The problem is that when I was telling Melissa and Jason this tonight, because they're like, do you ever think about vlogging throughout the day? And I'm like, yeah, but the thing is that, you know, I'd like to be, like, I don't always want to be on camera, you know what I mean? Like, I'd like to talk on the phone or listen to an audiobook or just kind of relax, or, you know what I mean? Like, and how fun would it be for you guys to just, like, watch 10 minutes of me just sitting here driving, listening to an audiobook? Like, first of all, I mean, that would be totally copywritten, but do you know what I mean? Like, that's not, oh my God, they have like a Italian lunch buffet right there. An Italian lunch buffet, can you even imagine? But you know, it's like, I could, but at the same time, it's like I'm making 3 to 5 videos a day, and then on top of it, vlogging. Sometimes I like to save that for the evening. It's fun for me to kind of unwind and, you know, talk late at night and stuff like that. And they're like, I know, but then you could get like a really, you know, a regular night's sleep. And I'm like, I know. I mean, really what I need to do is when Alex starts unwinding for the night, because he usually lays in bed for about an hour on his phone, I could go out at that point, and I could go vlog and then come home and go to sleep with him, you know? So there is that. I'm going to say this on here because I said it on my review channel today, and I know that a lot of you guys watch both, but you sometimes don't watch everybody on that channel. I'm really trying to pick some cool things to review for the holiday season coming up. So if you have, and people gave me really great suggestions on my review channel video too. So if you have suggestions of things that you'd like to see me review, and I'm not talking about $1,000 like iPhones, like I said that today on that thing. I'm talking about like real, like things that are realistic. But I mean, even if they are a little pricey, if there are things that you actually think that I would purchase, that, you know, you really want to see what I think about it and all that kind of stuff. I'm more than willing to do that for some, you know, some items. So I just want to review some things that you guys want me to review. I have a couple people sending me some products. I'm going to be reviewing, I think I said this last night. I'm going to be reviewing a, what do you call, a projector, and then I'm going to be reviewing a security system, or like in-home cameras or whatever. I'm excited about that one. I just like have random people reach out to me and ask me if I'll review their products. And it's funny because then they're always like, could you discuss these talking points? And I'm like, yeah, I have no problem talking about these. The talking points are like the features of the thing. And I'm like, I have no problem talking about the talking points, but this is an honest review. And they're like, okay, we understand that. These aren't sponsored videos. Like, I always disclose if it's a sponsored video. I haven't done a sponsored video. Have I done a sponsored video over there yet? I don't think so. These aren't sponsored videos, but But I do have a couple sponsorships coming up on my Peter Monn channel. And, but I'm always like, I say it like over and over and over again. Okay, just to make you aware, I'm like reiterating, this is an honest review. And they're like, yeah, we're totally fine with that. Can we use your footage for our website and stuff? And I'm like, yes, if you credit it, just that piece. But this is an honest review, because I don't want them to like send it to me and then I don't like it. And then they're pissed because I did an honest review saying that it was crap. So anyway. So that is that, and I don't know what else. Yeah, let me know what things you want me to review for the holiday season, like gifts that you think you might want to buy or anything. I mean, I'm still going to do the food and all that kind of stuff. I enjoy doing it, but I'd also kind of like to get away from all of that, you know, entirely. Or not entirely, but I want to do, like, gadgets and presents and things like that. Like, this was a great one that somebody suggested. They said, I really wanted you to review the David's Tea 31 Days of Halloween calendar. And it's like a calendar, and each day is a different, like tea that you drink for Halloween. I think that's fantastic. Well, I didn't know about it, you know? Like, I would have gone and bought that immediately. I'm thinking about buying it tomorrow and reviewing it for the rest of the season, but now it's kind of late, you know? But I still think that, I love David's Tea, so that's kind of a cool thing to have anyway, you know? And then what were some of the other things that people asked me? I don't know, we'll see. There were some really good ones, that, like, things I hadn't even thought of, which now I can't think about, or I can't think of, but I like screenshotted them. Jingle bells, jingle all the way. It's weird to think that the next holiday is going to be Christmas. I mean, it's going to be like Halloween is going to be over in like 2 weeks. Is it 2 weeks? 20 days from today is Halloween. That's crazy, isn't it? 3 weeks about. So in 3 weeks it's Halloween, and then we're going to be focusing on Christmas. I mean, it seems unreal that we're right around the corner from all of that. Anyway, listen, I'm going to get off here, and I'm going to listen to my audiobook for a little bit and then go home and go to sleep. It's already super late. People are up running for the morning. I asked my friend the other day, I said something about, I was telling him about how late I was up, and he goes, I get up every morning at 3:45 and I'm running by 4. I go, you're crazy. He goes, I know, but I am up I go, what time do you go to bed? He goes, between 7 and 8. I said, we literally, I don't even know how we're friends. We don't, like, well, how do you eat? We don't even, how do we see each other? Like, and we make it work, so it's crazy. But, I was like, I said, I've been out with you later than 8 o'clock sometimes. He's like, well, yeah, there's exceptions to the rule, but typically during the week, I'm asleep by 7 or 8. I'm like, oh my God, like, that is crazy. Look at the moon over there. Do you see that? Isn't that so pretty, the moon over the lake? Can you see that it's over the lake? All right, you guys. So anyway, I hope you are having an amazing Saturday, unless you have other plans. But like I always say, do not have other plans. Make the most of your day. Do something fun today. I don't know. It's going to be raking leaves season before long. So go in and take a walk outside, or start a new audiobook, or get ready for Spookathon, or binge watch a TV series, go see a movie, go see The Joker. I heard it's incredible. Go out to dinner, get some ice cream, do something fun, and make the most of it. Life is not a dress rehearsal. I always say, remind you of that, and remind myself of that too. What has happened with this camera tonight? My Lord. And if nobody else has told you this today, I love you. Make sure that you look at yourself in the mirror every single day and validate yourself and say, I love you. You are important. You are valuable. And do your daily affirmations and gratitude list. This camera has, it's time. Okay, and do your daily affirmations and your gratitude list on a daily basis. And most importantly, make sure that you let somebody else know how important they are to you. Pass it on to somebody else and just call them up and say, hey, you know, I just wanted you to know I was thinking of you today and you mean a lot to me and you make a difference in my life and I love you. And I love you guys and I will see you tomorrow. Bye. Love ya. Love ya.